All right, time now for Top Talkers, and joining us on our panel today is Steve Lloyd from the Team 1200.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, or Tom Selleck, if you will.
You like that, eh?
No.
I should have went handlebars like you.
Yeah, I think so too.
What are we down to? Just
4
three,
days.
Three more days? 4 days?
Well, Friday's the 30th. Okay, when I'm done my shift, I'm going home.
It's a shame.
Done.
All right, we also got Cub Carson from 93.9 Bob FM, and of course, Kurt Stoodley
Any trouble
on our
finding the
panel
place, Kurt?
today.
How what?
Any trouble finding the place?
No, I was here the whole time.
Oh, good, good.
All right, well, gentlemen, today's topic is the unprecedented ruling by a judge in Toronto with regards to Rob Ford, ousting him for allegedly, or I suppose from what the judge has found, violating the Conflict of Interest Act. Your reaction to this? It's a top story today. What do you think?
I'm not surprised with Rob Ford. Anybody who's followed Toronto politics the last number of years, he is not well liked by many people in Toronto. I'm kind of conflicted on it because I understand the ruling, but let's be honest here, it's not the first time this has happened in politics. In fact, this is kind of a minor case if you want to get down to it. So to me, I think it's more of a character issue. They didn't like him, and they're finding a reason.
Some people didn't like him.
I think there's a lot of people.
A lot of people ask.
right?
A lot of people ask, well, how was it possible that a man like Rob Ford was voted in the first place? He didn't get his support from the middle part, like the city part. It was all the urban and the suburban look areas, but. I know that he's going on this liberal left-wing media witch hunt. Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't help himself.
The fact of the matter is that you can play party politics all you want, but at the end of the day, the laws are there, the rules are there, and he broke the rules.
Okay, so big or
should
small,
he be ousted as mayor for that?
That's what I want to know. Should he be kicked out? This is $3,100 to a charity. So do you look at that and go, well,
It's a total witch hunt because he's Rob Ford, because of who he is. That's what's happening here.
Anybody that's been involved with politics, and we can talk about our old former mayor, Larry O'Brien, as well, too, they understand that there are ways to get things done in city council, and that way is working within the council to get things done. Rob Ford has made too many enemies. In politics, you always have enemies in politics.
You know, he had enough friends to vote him in.
Well, their friends aren't on city council. I mean, he's made enough enemies on city council. So it wasn't city council that voted him off, but at some point during this, he's got to accept the blame. The liberal media didn't make him use letterhead with his position and send that out. The media, didn't have anything to do with that. The media didn't say, hey, Rob, you should stick around and vote on your own.
But he's not blaming the media.
He voted for himself in his own meeting where he was supposed to kind of figure out what they're going to do.
All right, gentlemen, I want to put into context what the judge said in this case. He said that Ford went into this with willful blindness. Because my question is, conflict of interest. He has sat out on council votes before because of conflict of interest. Does this not seem like an obvious conflict of interest?
Absolutely.
Why would he not, or anyone else, have said, I think you're in violation here. You shouldn't be voting on yourself?
The funny part is about the vote itself. His vote made no difference in the outcome.
No.
Right? So why he did that is beyond me.
It was ceremony. He's going to bat for himself. He knew his vote would make a difference.
Right.
But at the time,
He knew he was breaking the rules.
He was going to play that liberal witch hunt thing card. He's been playing that. He's been teasing that card for a long, long time. And I think it's like any game of poker. You never show your hand too early. It's all a big bluffing game, and he lost the bluff.
You brought up the name Larry O'Brien earlier. I'm not comparing the two, but there is a similarity between the two. Both men came from a sector that wasn't political to gain office, which is rare. And let's be honest, when you come from the outside to any club, and it's a club, the political club, you are going to make more enemies, and that is a fact.
And the thing about Rob Ford is he said he's going to fight this now, and there may be like a complete new mayoral election or whatever, and he's going to run. He's going to do that. He's a one-term guy now. He's done, right?
That's my next question. Where does this go from here? Because if he's allowed to appeal, he says he will appeal this. In his words, fight tooth and nail. If he's allowed to appeal, he has 30 days to do so. 14 days to get out of office as it is right now. They need to figure things out at City Hall for how they're going to manage in the meantime. If they're still looking for some clarity on what all this means from the judge, is he allowed to, within this term, run again? Because what it means is if they hold a by-election, if council either decides to put someone in there temporarily until they have a by-election, let's say in a few months that's the case. Do you think he should be running again? Do you think he would stand a chance if he did?
It's a democratic society, so I mean, if he's got the support and he can't run, then he won't run again.
Would he win?
You know what? I think something tells me that he probably would win again based on the support that he gets from the urban, or not the urban, from the suburban and rural ridings. Because that's where the base of power is coming from.
What does it say about the fact that, let's go back to the fact that it was a local businessman who hired a high-powered lawyer in Toronto and literally took down the mayor?
This guy.
What does it say about the fact that a community member who sees something wrong at City Hall actually can do this?
Well, this guy is completely on a witch hunt. I mean, he obviously doesn't like Rob Ford.
It's personal. It is
hired
personal.
a big-time lawyer to come in and you know, get the mayor into court and go from there. Why is that happening? Like, it's, you know, I understand it's one voice and he's got every right to do it, but what is the deal?
But
I was actually surprised.
Should the mayors not be held accountable for, no matter what it is, $5 or $5 million, if they're mismanaging money or using their power and their position as mayor to solicit money? If they're doing it all the wrong way, should they not be held accountable and therefore be kicked out of their job?
Well, I'm confused. Is there corruption in politics?
Not in Laval or Montreal.
No. But you know, and you mentioned it great with our previous mayor. You have two outsiders that have come into the political forum, and they're trying to run their collective city halls as if it was a business.
Yes.
And that was the downfall of our previous mayor. He was president of a corporation. He came in and he tried to run city council as if he was the president of city council, and he didn't understand that it's like a game of Survivor, really.
It is.
You got to have your alliances.
That's a good analogy.
Those alliances will flip-flop, you know. Someone will fall into a fire at some point. You know what's going to happen.
And at the end of the day, somebody gets voted off, and this time around it was Rob Ford. All right, that's time for this edition of Top Talkers. Thanks to our gentlemen today. I think it was a really good topic, one we're no doubt going to be talking about in the media for some time to come.